Yes, guys, how you doing? It's a beautiful day today, and we're going to be talking about the science behind the golf ball. Have you ever wondered why it flies through the air the way it does, what these little dimples are for, how a ball so small can travel for hundreds of yards, or perhaps you've always wondered what material the ball is made of and how it can affect your performance? If so, do stay with us, because over the next few minutes, we're going to be finding out a whole lot more about this beautiful and humble little sphere. So after absolutely melting outside, guys, we've decided to bring it indoors and explain a little bit more about this. Now, when you look at the ball, you might just think it's a simple sphere, but it's actually a fascinating feat of engineering, designed and crafted in ways that you can't even imagine. So the typical golf ball is made of several layers, from the outer cover to the inner core. Every element affects performance. So at the center of the ball, we have its core, usually made from rubber or a synthetic material. This is what's at the heart of the ball's energy system. This is what compresses when you hit the ball, and this is where the majority of the ball's distance potential comes from. A more elastic core will store and release more energy, allowing the ball to travel further when struck. Around the core, we have the mantle layer. This is a secondary layer that provides more control and helps to regulate the ball's spin. Now, depending on the ball, the mantle could be made from materials like ionomer or even urethane, with more premium balls using higher end materials that give increased control as well as more spin. Finally, we have the cover, which is made from materials like Surlyn if you want more durability, or urethane for a softer feel and again, more spin. This outer layer plays a huge role in how the ball's going to feel on the club face and how it reacts to the ground after landing. So if you've ever looked at a ball closely, you'll notice the dimples covering the surface. These are more than just a design feature. These are an integral part of the ball's aerodynamics. The dimples reduce the drag on the ball as it flies through the air and allow it to travel further. So to understand why dimples are so important, let's look at the concept of drag. When a smooth ball is hit, the air flows smoothly over it, creating a turbulent wake behind it. This turbulent wake increases drag and slows the ball down. Dimples, however, cause the air to flow turbulently around the ball and create a smaller wake. This reduces the drag and helps the ball to maintain its speed for longer and allow it to travel greater distances. As well as reducing drag, dimples also play a role in lift. As the ball spins through the air, the dimples create a pressure difference between the top and the bottom of the ball, allowing it to stay in the air longer. This phenomenon is called the Magnus effect. The combination of reduced drag and increased lift gives the ball its signature flight pattern and allows golfers to hit those long, soaring drives. Now let's talk about one of the most important aspects of golf ball performance: compression. This is the key factor that determines how the golf ball reacts when it's struck by the club. Compression is how much the ball deforms when it's hit. So if a ball has a low compression rate, that means that it's softer and deforms more easily. A high compression rate, and of course, it's firmer and doesn't compress as much. So what does this mean for your game? Well, if you've got a slower swing, you'll probably want to use a lower compression ball, because the ball's going to compress more when you hit it, which will give you a higher launch as well as more distance. In contrast, if you've got a faster swing, you're going to want to use a higher compression ball, which is going to give you more control and allow you to shape your shots better, as the ball is going to compress less. The ball's compression really is just tied down to feel. Lower compression balls are going to feel softer on impact. Higher compression balls are going to feel more responsive, firmer. So it really comes down to playing style and swing speed and what feels right for you. All right, next, let's talk about spin. Now, the amount a ball spins can change everything about how it behaves in the air and how it lands on the green. Golf ball spin is really all about control. The more spin you have on the ball, the more you can control the trajectory, especially with your chipping and your approach shots as well. The dimples play a huge role in spin. When you strike the ball, the grooves on your club face create friction between club and ball, which generates spin. The cover material of the ball can have an impact on how much spin you get. For example, urethane covered balls tend to give you more spin than Surlyn covered balls, which makes them favored by players who want to have more control on the greens. Of course, there is a fine line between having enough spin and too much spin. Too much spin can cause your shots to balloon in the air, they reduce distance and make it harder to keep your shots straight. So of course, it's all about balance. So that's why players who prefer a low spin ball choose one that has a firmer cover and core to reduce unwanted movement. So whether you're looking to stop the ball dead on the green or hit a draw or fade off the tee, understanding how spin works can help you make the right choices for your game. We've come a long way from the old school days of golf. These modern golf balls are the result of years of testing, research, and technological advancements. Today's golf balls feature cutting-edge designs and materials that optimize performance in ways players from the past could only dream about. For example, multi-layered balls with 2, 3, or even 4 layers are becoming more and more common. Distance, control, durability. Each layer contributes to a specific aspect of the ball's performance. Some newer golf balls feature advanced aerodynamics with dimple patterns that are designed to reduce drag even further, enhancing stability as well as distance. Manufacturers are also experimenting with different materials for core and cover to give the ultimate balance of performance for all levels. So if you're a beginner, an intermediate, or a pro, there's the perfect golf ball out there for you. So there you have it, the science of the golf ball, from the dimples that are designed to reduce drag and increase lift, to the spin and compression that will give you greater control as well as better distance. In theory, every facet of the golf ball is designed to improve your game. Whether you're smashing a driver off the tee or chipping onto the green, every part of the design process of this ball is designed to work with you as a carefully crafted tool to make your shots better. If you want to level up your game, then of course, understanding the science behind the ball can help you make better and more informed decisions. Next time you step onto the course, remember it's so much more than just a ball. It's a carefully crafted scientific tool. And if this video has helped you or given you some insight, made you think a bit more about the science and background behind the ball and how it can impact your game, then please do leave a comment. Like and subscribe to the channel for more tips and insider knowledge. We love to have you with us. It's goodbye for now, and we'll see you at the next one.